Hi, I'm Lisa. Welcome to my sewing channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this little storage basket. It's got lining inside and it's got interlining to give it a softness but a stability as well. So it's really sweet and it's really easy to make. So let's get going and have a look how to make it. Okay, to make the little storage basket, you need three different things here. So this is the lining, and I've chosen 100% cotton. This is the outer fabric, and that's like a cotton polyester. And then this is the wadding, which is a fusible wadding, and it's like a medium weight, really. It's probably about 5 millimeters thick there, and it's sort of lofty, but it'll give it a little bit of a softness. So the size of them is all exactly the same. You've got two pieces of each. Okay, so it's 22 centimeters across and 11 centimeters down, which is the equivalent to 8 3/4 inches by 4 1/4 inches. So two pieces of each, and that's all you need. So first of all, I'm going to attach this interlining to the wrong side of the body fabric. Okay, so I've got the two pieces here of the main body. I'm going to put them right sides together and just pin either side here and then at the bottom here as well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew there and across there. And whilst I'm going to the sewing machine, I'm going to do the same with the lining pieces. So right sides together and attach them at the sides. These are the two sides, and then at the bottom, there we go. And then I'm just going to do exactly the same. I'm going to sew those two sides and then across that bottom as well. Okay, so now that the two pieces are sewn together, I'm going to do the corner. So take the two pieces there, open the seams out, clip it, and you're going to sew across there. And then exactly the same with the other side. Match that up, open the seams out, and then sew straight across there. And then exactly the same for the lining. So match those seams up first, open them out, clip it, and sew across there. And then the last one, match the seams up, open them out, clip, and sew across there. To make the strap, you need two squares of fabric, and this measures 7 centimeters by 7 centimeters, which is 2 3/4 inches. I've chosen quite a heavy cotton to make this. So what you're going to do is, with the wrong side facing up, fold it in half. You don't really need to use an iron for this, you can just do it with your fingers. And then fold that in just a couple of millimeters short of the fold so that it will sit nicely. Press it down, and then the same with the other side. Press it down, fold it over. Those two sides need to match up exactly, and then just pin it, keep it in place. And then what you're going to do is top stitch along that edge and along that edge, just about 2 millimeters away from the edge. And then do the same with the other piece as well. Okay, so the inner and the outer piece are complete now, and you just need now to attach the little straps. So we're going to attach them centrally over the seam on either side of the outer piece. So fold it in half like that, make sure it's level at the top, and then hold it on there, open the seams and pin it. And then exactly the same for the other one, fold it in half, clip it centrally across that seam. Okay, and then what you're going to do is sew across there and across there. So now we're going to put the inside, the lining, and the outer together. So I want the right sides touching. Okay, so I'm going to put this in there and then clip it all the way around. So I'm going to start at the side seams first. Always a good idea to sort of anchor places first. There you go. And then just clip the rest of it together. Okay. So I'm going to do an extra step with this because what I want to do is I want to make sure that the side seams are attached to each other and don't move around. It's quite easy to do with this because it's only a little thing. So I'm going to take the side seams here and attach them to the side seams there. So the inner and the outer are being attached together at the seams. So pin it there and also across there, and the same for the other side. Pin it there and pin it there, and sew across there. So it's just going to give it a little bit more stability and stop it moving around because it's only a small item. Turn it inside out through the gap that we left. Let's see what we've got. So you can see that's where I've attached the seams. Oh, nice. Right, so to finish it off, I'm going to need to sew all the way around there, and then this bit will naturally turn under at the same place that the rest of it has been sewn. So just clip that bit. There, and then top stitch all the way around. So that will help that stick up and it will just make this neater. Right, so the top stitching is done now and that looks really nice. I'm just going to do another couple of steps. One is that I've actually attached this badge. It says handmade and it's in like a leatherette. I just think it makes it look really professional, really nice. And I also want to do some stitching at the sides to make it sit in more of a box shape rather than at the moment it's sort of a little bit more flexible. So if you're making your own, you can leave it like that if you want it to be a bit softer. But what I'm going to do for this one is I'm just going to take each of the corners and pinch the edges there, and I'm going to sew top stitch down there. So I'll do it for all 4 of the corners and I'll sew about 3 millimeters away. I want to catch all the fabric in there as well. I want to make sure I get the lining as well. Okay, so the sides have been done and I'm really happy with how they look. They've just given it a little bit of structure, a little bit of shape, so that they will contrast more with the round one that I'm also going to make that'll sit next to it. So I'm happy with that. It's still soft though because I've got that fleecy interlining inside. I wanted it to be soft because what I'm putting in there is my sewing clips. So it's a perfect little container for my clips, and I just wanted it to have a softness about it when I went in, particularly when I'm making these videos. Sometimes if it's on a different surface it can make a clanging noise, so I just wanted it to be a bit of a softer
storage area for them. So I'm really happy with that.
So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed the video and learned how to make your own little basket. I've got lots more videos that I think that you will love, so hop on to the next one and I will see you there. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye!